This video was made possible thanks to the EA Creator Network. Thanks to EA for providing me with the copy of the pack for early access. Quickly, I just want to say how you can still use my creator code when purchasing any Sims packs. When you use my code, it does help support me and my channel. I do get a small commission from your purchase. A huge thank you to everyone who has been using my code. It really means a lot, so thank you so much. So yeah, hi everyone, welcome back to another speed build, or welcome in if you're new. Today I am building with the new business and hobbies expansion pack. Since we're able to have multiple lot types on one lot, I wanted to create something that will fit in. This world is based around the Sweden, I believe, so I had a research at different Swedish building styles and came up with this. I really love the style so much. I wanted to kind of go with the surrounding world, but I also make it a mix of oldish and new. So in this build, I had the idea, like many others at the minute, of course, of creating a tattoo studio, a cafe and a small home. There's also an apartment above the cafe, but I ended up leaving it empty. I was initially going to put the tattoo studio on the main corner, but the more I built, the more I wanted to make it into a smaller area. I actually slightly based the tattoo studio on the studio I go to. I say go to, I've been once. I only have one tattoo at the moment. It's off my dog Dakota's paw print. I got those wee print pads off Amazon, and I must have went through so many of the wee paper things that came with it. She just kept moving and she hates her paws being touched. But we got there eventually and I love it. It's where she wraps her paw around me for cuddles, so I got it tattooed right where her paw would usually land on my forearm. Took me a while to get used to it because sometimes I'd forget it was there, and if I caught a glimpse of it under my sleeve, I'd think it was a spider and freak out for a second. But we're good now. I only got it done last year, so I'd love to get more. Anyways, I'm rambling. So yeah, as I said, I slightly based this tattoo after the one I've been to and will go back to again, hopefully someday soon. It just had that dark yet warm and cozy feel about it, and each artist had their own wee stations with their own amazing artwork around in them to showcase, and I just loved that idea, so I kind of did something similar in this build as well. I wanted the tattoo studio to be quite small, so I ended up extending it into the next door upstairs. It's like they needed to expand, so they bought the upper floor of the neighbour and knocked down the walls to renovate it. It allowed me to add more detail into each of the tattooist workstations, and each have their own drawing area. I just love how this came out. I think this pack works so well with some of the others. Like the artist studio kit, I used it quite a lot for the clutter in the studio, and then later on in the residential home. I imagine the sim who lives there wants so badly to be an artist, whether it be an apprentice in the tattoo studio eventually, but maybe they've asked them to get more experience with designing, etc. So I've given them their own wee room in that house, you'll see eventually, for them to work solely on building their art skills. Then there's the cafe. I wanted it to be a bit more brighter, so I used whites and lighter woods with the yellow accents in this one. And maybe the sim who lives next door works there to get a college fund, to study art and design, to be the apprentice. So anyway, I can't really advise on the gameplay of this pack since I haven't gameplayed in such a long time now, but for the better built by, I do love some of the items, the new bed and the smaller accent table. It's great for the bedside tables as they're usually so huge. Why they make them that big, I do not know. And even just the wood swatches as well, they're getting way better at making the wood look more textured. I love that. There's some items as well with this pack that actually have the exact same texture as the updated base game counters. They worked out very well. Anyways, I hope you like this build, and I would very much love to hear for some build ideas that you'd like me to try out. So thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye!